in desperate need of help moving forward. A few weeks ago I found out my wife has been having multiple emotional affairs. Along with Google searches of, should I end my relationship? Without actively going look through her messages, something I've never done, I noticed some notifications on her iPad that alarmed me. These messages were from two separate colleagues at her work. I read both conversations in depth. Both conversations contained a lot of intimate, flirty conversation that massively undermines the boundaries of our relationship. I confronted her a week later and tried to get to the bottom of it. 2 weeks later I still feel like I'm struggling to accept her version of events as the truth and not just an attempt to downplay the enormity of what's happened. She's accepted she's fucked up, but still stands by the idea that she wasn't out to cheat on me, it's all just banter or means nothing. This leads me to feel that she has a lot more to hide than I know. Why not just take responsibility for the actions I've openly said I'm willing to try and forgive and move forward? In my eyes it comes down to self-preservation for her. She's attempting to minimize her actions so that I don't pack up and leave. Now she's realized she can't just flirt with the idea of infidelity. She also deleted the apps I saw the messages on from her iPad after I confronted her. With all this in mind, I'm really struggling to move on from the situation. I can't accept her version of events as she has not taken the responsibility seriously. Part of me wants to reach out to these guys and try find out more. Part of me feels like maybe I can't move on from this. I don't want to leave my partner of 10 years and wife of 4, I had no doubts about our relationship and never wanted and different. So how do I move forward with this? Thank you for any advice in advance. Update: wife's affair saved our marriage. This is not always the end. I never thought I would be writing this. When I discovered the news of my wife's affair I thought there was no going back and no way of forgiveness. My world had ended. The woman I loved for 10 years had changed into someone I didn't recognize. After taking through the events of the affair I decided to offer her a shot at redemption. She was deeply remorseful and did everything in her power to make amends. She changed jobs, told the cheating partner's wife, told the police about the sexual assault she experienced in the affair. I truly believed she hated herself for what she had done but had realized she wanted nothing more than a future together. She organized marriage counseling and showed her devotion at every possible moment. We lived on strict terms, no kissing, no sex etc. until I knew this was right for our future. One night we were laying in bed looking at each other. Something clicked in both of our heads at that moment as we simultaneously went in for a kiss. The kiss led to tongues. We both stopped and giggled, we both said we had butterflies and the sexual tension was undeniable. Before long one thing led to another and she was on top of me. I will spare you the details but the next hour was the most passion-fueled sex of our lives. It was like going back to the days of falling in love all over again. We wanted each other so badly and that spark had reignited a flame. We couldn't stop ourselves, we just wanted more and more of this feeling. It was exciting, it felt new. It was like something we've never experienced before, even at our best. After this I began questioning everything that led up to the affair. The lack of devotion and attention on both our behalves, my own insecurities and problems. I read stories about how an affair saved people's marriage but I never believed it was possible. But now I was able to draw a distinct line between the woman I knew before the affair, the woman she became during and the person she became after. It shouldn't take this for anyone to realize how much they want someone, but that's just the way the works sometimes. Obviously everyone's situation is very difficult and different, but for me I knew if I never offered that second chance I would have lived my life wondering what if. What if it could have worked against all odds? I thought her remorse after the affair was purely to help keep me by her side even if it's not what she truly wanted. I thought she was scared to face family life alone and hoped she could pull the wool over my eyes. But she meant it. She hated the person she became and wanted me more than ever. Always trust your gut. Don't just believe it's the end because everyone's telling you on Reddit they will never change. Not everyone who cheats is stuck that way for life. People can change, sometimes it just takes a really fucked up mistake for that to happen. The connection we have now is electric, better than it's ever been. If they show enough remorse, action their mistakes and make positive changes then consider another chance. You don't have to throw a lifetime of devotion away over one bad choice. If you think there's a glimmer of hope and you truly want that person still, then offer them the chance to prove themselves. I did and now my marriage is better than ever. We are both glowing, I feel like I'm married to a new person and I'm going through the most exciting stage of my life. Yes, I hate what she did but that's gone along with the person she was. There is always hope, do what you feel is right and follow your heart and emotions as true to yourself as possible.